off my project by cleaning my Stampin' Up! Blocks, as you can see there, with just some hand sanitizer. It's clean, it's simple, and it's quick. Just squirt a few drops onto your block and grab your little chamois there, and it's damp. And I just go around it. And honestly, I've been doing this for years and hasn't harmed my acrylic blocks at all. So I've taken some A2 size cardstock. It's my 120-pound cardstock I got at Michael's, and I'm scoring it some this way and some lengthwise so that I have 5 floral cards when I'm finished. It's quick and it's easy, and I'm going to use the technique where you're stamping on the blocks. I'm using the wonderful WPlus9 set that comes with the dies. It's the Floral Blooms right here. And they are beautiful because they intertwine one with another to create 3D effect flowers. So here I'm taking my Stampin' Up! Inks. That's what I'll be using today. I chose to do 2 different colors, a mid-tone and a dark tone, or light and dark. So I grabbed different sizes of the blocks, and I'm just going over, patting it out there with the ink. And then I'm going to place each one on my clean and simple cards. And I chose to do covers for them, so I can just put dimensional tape on the back and raise them up, and it's simple. And it doesn't take you long to do these 5 cards at all once you have everything set up. It's the setting up part that takes you a little longer. So here I'm stamping out different colors, different shades. I'll post it on my blog. And I'm just thinking, okay, where am I going to put all of these? And they don't have to be straight, so don't worry. You're not going to notice that when you put the few embellishments on the front. So I chose to do red tones, orange, green, brown, and blue. And look at how each one of them is different. And here I chose a little block, and I'm going to do 3. I thought that was just a different, neat effect. And I'm cleaning my blocks in between with that chamois. So now I'll set up my WPlus9 blooms here, Spring Bloom Collection, and they're all ready to go on my blocks. And then one at a time, I'm going to make it quick and easy, kind of like, what do you call that there, where it's just going one after another. I'm using my detailed black ink here, and I will post the names of everything. I love this ink as far as being crisp. So now I am doing a rock technique where I'm rocking the color, and now I go straight on, and I'm adding the leaves all at once. I start in the mode of doing one section at a time. So there I'm grabbing my green, and I'm going to stamp leaves, and I'm going to rock and roll it there so I get some nice color. Two-tone is what I'm trying to say here. And here is my earth tones, and Stampin' Up! Has some beautiful colored inks. So I will, like I said, post that for you. So I'm just grabbing the block and rocking some more color from light to dark and putting all the leaves on. And every panel I want to have a different setup on the leaves, in different places, that's all. It's such a relaxing, these clean and simple cards, I'm telling you, I'm starting to really enjoy them. So I don't know what's happening here, but I wanted to make 5 cards in an hour, but it takes you 94 hours to get all your stuff out and about 64 hours longer to put it away. But in between that time, it only takes you about an hour to stamp them out, which is really nice. So here I am just going, and now comes the layers on this set. Gorgeous. You just take the one, and then you have the little middle section that I'm doing in different colors. This one I actually switched over to the earth tones to do the center of those blooms. And all you have to do is grab the inks that match the color that you stained your block with and set them down. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I love this set. I'm telling you, I could use this set for many cards. I love the fact you just have to turn around and make sure you set those babies in the right spot. So some I did black in the center, some I did the matching tone on tone. Now this one here, this earth tone card, I did something different with it at the end. So here I'm just wiping them down with a baby wipe, quick and easy. I should have got my wiping kit there out. It would have been quick too, but it takes up space. So here is that 3 square, and I am just positioning this all over, and in threes. You always want to do your cards in odd numbers. And now I decided to add those centers, not only in the center of the flower. I chose to do black here. I thought that would be really crisp against the red. And I decided to put it all over the card because it seemed like a bit empty. Yeah, I'm looking there. And not only that, it had a little teensy eensy dot on my clean and simple card. You can't have that. It has to be clean. And really, there's nothing simple about these cards. I don't know who came up with that name, Clean and Simple. It takes a little bit of work to put something down on the front of these somewhat clean cards. You want to keep them clean. So that's what drove me to do the centers all over. That way I'm covering up any dots that happen to be on there. So I will just scoot through here and show you what we came up with. Aren't they each individually different? I love this clean and simple stuff. So now I'm taking some 40-pound vellum and my wonderful My Favorite Thing sentiment stamp. I chose this stamp for a specific reason because you just take out the long word and you've got you are so, and then you keep going. Awesome, terrific, fabulous, amazing. So I'm adding some baby powder. I love to stink my room up with baby powder halfway through my video. And I take it over to my garbage can and I grab my blush brush and I wipe it down. So now I'm back and we are going to stamp out you are so, and then you add whatever sentiment you want on the vellum. And I'm going to heat set it with clear embossing powder, and I chose to use that detail black ink that we all love and I can't think of the name of. But I think when you look at the cover, here I'm just grabbing my heat tool, and I'm going to do 5 of these in different sayings there. This one is you are so beautiful. And then I do one that says you are so amazing, and one says you are so wonderful. And the list goes on. I love My Favorite Things script, and I love their stamp sets. So I take my detailed ink here, and I'm just stamping it on the vellum. And I'm leaving spaces because I don't know which sets I'm going to die cut them with. So I need some space in between. So I just use my clear embossing powder, and with that baby powder, you don't even have to check it. I mean, it does not leave anything. It is my best friend. So here I'm taking my little bead dies and setting them aside, and I'm taking out my wonderful foam that takes the guts out of your die cuts real easy, and it sticks right on that foam instead of having it all over your work surface. Then you just bring that foam over and tap it once into the garbage and you are set. You can poke it out, you can run your wonderful brush across it. It works wonderfully. I keep it right beside me there by my desk for those dies. Now I'm setting up my little bee fine dies. I'm going to bring it over to my Sizzix plate that I adore for intricate dies. Love that plate. One pass, that's all it takes, and you have yourself a wonderfully cut out die cut of your image there. So I have the squares, and I love my little bee dies because it comes with the whole set magnetized and everything for an affordable price. So here I ran it through, bring it back out to show you that I'm adding now a little bee heart, just cutting out the vellum and setting it up there. And you could fill that section there. So I think I do a square, a heart, a circle, and some tags. So there you have it. I'm just taking off the extra vellum, and the surgical tape comes off really nicely. You don't have to worry about that surgical tape. You can run it across your hand if you're worried about it being a tad sticky, but sometimes I do if I think of it. There, look at that. Aren't they sweet? I love Little Bee. So here I decided to just take my scissors and snip a little flag, just to be different on this. You are so beautiful. And each card will have its own saying in the set. And then I think I'm going to do a gift set box for you, just to show you how I do it with my acetate to send in the mail. And here we are. This one here was a little wonky, so I ended up pulling out my Fiskars little cutter, and I ended up cutting it on the side. Sometimes my eyes, they just don't get things straight anymore. So this little Fiskars cutter is affordable if you use your 40% coupon at Michael's. I don't know, it was really cheap. Yet, anything with Fiskars, you know it works wonderfully. Razor sharp. There we go. So I'm going to make a little flag out of this, snipping it in the center and meeting it in the center from the sides. It allows it to be nice and straight, and I love my Tim Holtz scissors there. Aren't they wonderful? So now I took out all of the colors I wanted with my sequins, and they will match each set, and I'm grabbing some glue dots and putting my vellum down, and I'm going to cover the glue dots with, I decided to do the corners there. I'm going to cover it with the sequins, so I'm going to do 5 sequins on this card. And really, when you put the glue dot behind the stitch, you don't even see it. And I decided to do it in the left corner there. You are so amazing. And see how I moved the so in the middle when I did the amazing? Oh yeah, I changed it up a little bit. Like I said, clean and simple, but not so simple. Took my corner chomper here. We Are Memories corner chomper. Love this thing on the 1/2 inch size, and each one will be cut differently, the corners, just to give it some, each one will have their own identity. Now I'm doing the gray. The grays come in 3 different grays in this little can there when I bought them. And I don't know, I can't tell you the names of the sequins because some are from the dollar store, some are from Pretty Pink Posh, some are from Walmart, some are from wherever I can find them on sale. Yes, and then I put them in these little tins that I picked up, and love it because you get 12 little tins to one big tin box. So that's awesome. So here now on the red one, I'm just strategically placing them. And I think I only do 3 on this circle. Not sure. No, 4. Okay. And now I am deciding, okay, where are you going to put that? It's going in the left as well. Yes, you are so, see my sew is up on top there, amazing. Then I just grab my Tombow Mono Multi, place 5 glue dots quickly, get my quick stick and pick them up. You can use your fingernail or your pokey tool, like that pokey tool. There we go. I like the Tim Holtz pokey tool because it's so long. It's awesome. You're like working 5 feet back from it. Not really, but there you go. That one's finished. Now, I decide to take, instead of using the vellum, I'm going to do direct to paper. Going to take my VersaFine right here. Yes, my VersaFine. Love that ink. It is black. Love it. And You Are So Fabulous is going straight down, and then I'm going to heat set it with some clear embossing powder. This one was, I just liked this card, this clean and simple card. The brown sugar on the background, the Stampin' Up! Brown sugar, and I'm not sure what I matched that with. Another darker tone ink, but I have all Stampin' Up! Inks, and they're wonderful. All the new colors are wonderful too. So here from Ellen Hudson, every time I order, they send me a beautiful little thank you package of ribbon. So I have tons of ribbon. Love their ribbon. Oh, it's so silky smooth. And I decided to straighten it up a bit. I was a tad crooked on putting that ink block down. So I just ran my fuse on it, and I'm taking some green and gold to match. And all you have to do to straighten up any object, I want to leave a little strip down the center. There we are. And then I just cut that off, and I think it matches wonderfully. I'm getting into this clean and simple stuff. I got to think of a different name because I don't think they're simple. They are in a sense that you don't have a ton of layers like I like to do the vintage and shabby chic cards, but they do take some thought. My hat goes off to those that do these clean and simple cards. And you need to travel over onto Stamp Nation because you'll see a lot of wonderful design team members and members that showcase their cards. You get a lot of inspiration over there on Catherine Puller's site. So here we are. I'm finished that up to my corner chomping here with my We Are Member Keepers corner chomper that I keep so close to me here. And I'm going to put it together. Yeah, make it nice and clean. So I'm going to add the fuse, and this is the only card that I actually laid flat. I did not put my dimensional tape on. So there, it's going to open. I think this one was a side fold, and I left because I left that little strip in the ribbon, I left a little strip on the top and bottom as well. And there you have it. And I used some Stampin' Up! Dots on there to match the colors. I love those dots too. I decided to not use sequins on this card. So I am putting each of them together. And sometimes I forgot to crunch the corners out of the cardstock, and that We Are Memory Keepers corner chopper cuts through 3 layers like butter. No need to worry. Look at that. This is 2 layers, and it works beautifully. So I did put all the foam tape on the back ahead of time. So I took off the backing, and I'm making sure that it is even. There you go. Don't press it down till you think it's the way you like it. And this one is You Are So Wonderful. Oh yes. And when I thought later on what I will do is I'll add a little flower down in the corner where I'm going to write my sentiment. Now these are the Martha Stewart butterflies, the 2-dimensional butterflies that are 99 cents at Tuesday morning that I picked up, and I decided to put one right there. Yes, I thought that looked awesome. Still clean and simple. I'm just adding a few more elements to just bring it up a notch for me. I thought it was pretty. And these mink Heidi Swap gold clips are amazing. They look like gold. So you have the gold butterfly, the gold clip, and you have the dimensional butterfly with that beautiful gold on there that just shimmers. Put it up in the corner, but then I take my clip off because I find it's just too much. I move my clip over, I think, onto the next card. Yep, there it goes. I thought there was, yeah, there it goes on this one. And we'll see where I decide to put it. No, I went to green to the left and set it there, and then I clipped it open. It's amazing how much a card can be, brought up just a little bit to give it some zing, some, I don't know, some just, just, I don't know. I can't even put it to words. Put it to words, Carol. It looks gorgeous. How's that? There, I'm back to the clip on here. There, open it up. Keep it there. That looks good. Yes, oh, I had to corner chomp through 3 layers and it did it like nothing. Yes. And I'm trying to leave them clean and simple. I don't want to add too much, but I thought the clips, the butterflies, and the sequins, and on that one card, the Stampin' Up! Dots, I thought that was enough for the cards here. I'm looking at this one thinking, what am I going to do with this one? Grabbed another clip. They're shiny, they're gold. What more can you ask for? So now I'm just going to take you through and you can enjoy the cards that I made, and I did a little butterfly. I had some of these little butterflies that I add to the corner right there. So thank you for joining me, and you have yourself a blessed day as we go through the cards. Thank you for joining me.